Bodine52, how are you folks? I am fortunate and appreciative that I'm able to have two motorcycles. A 2018 Ultralimited and a 2000 Road King. The Road King's name is Duke. Ultralimited is Big Mama for obvious reasons. And today, I'm going to tell you why I prefer to ride Alrighty folks, we are out on Big Mama in the What Would You Ride contest, or the What Would You Ride, you can't say contest, because then you're getting a prize. Well, how about my admiration for a prize? Is that good enough? Well, like I said earlier in my last video, and by the way, I'll link the Why I Like My Road King Better video, in the description of this one, but this is a little bit comparison of which motorcycle do I like more, or should I say love more. It is beautiful in Michigan, and I am excited to be out and playing a little work cookie. Motorcycles everywhere. It's fantastic. But so let's talk about Big Mama. Big Mama is a 2018 Ultralimited. She has about 6,000 miles on her, so she's still kind of new. Had her for just about a year. Did about 5,000 last year. I was hoping to do more this year, but 2020 is a different year, but we're going to make up for it, I say. But, you know, I wanted to really talk about why I think I love this bike more. And there's a bunch of different reasons, but there are some things on this motorcycle. If you're not in the I just want to ride naked, if you will, you know, with no radio, no GPS, no phone, no any of that stuff, and you're just kind of putting around town, or maybe even longer rides, you know, you would miss that you do have on Big Mama, right? So that's what I really like about her. You know, GPS that I hardly ever use. There's a boombox. I'm not a Harley boombox guy. I'm an Amazon Music guy. So if I'm listening to music, I'm doing that through my Sena 10C Pro headset. But a lot of times I'm either no music or talking to you all. So that doesn't necessarily happen that much. Also, does have heated grips. You know, it has a lot of features. It does. I did put some mufflers on it, so that's good. So it sounds a little bit better. Put some mirrors on it. Put some turn signals on it. You know, from Custom Dynamics, tail light, filter light. So I've done actually a lot to this motorcycle, but it is comfortable. And next time I'm out with Mrs. Bodine, I'll have her talk about the comfort of the passenger position. But overall, I mean, this motorcycle is comfortable to ride, especially if you're going on long cruises. Obviously, then it's definitely the right motorcycle of the two. But it also is, without a doubt, a more comfortable ride. Now, I do plan on changing out the stock seat because I am 6'3", and sometimes you can feel a little cramped. I do have a backrest on this thing, which really helps my back, but more from a posture perspective. So I could take that off and sit a little bit further back, but I just choose not to do that. So I'm going to get another seat for it to be even more comfortable. It kind of pushes you back, I don't know, like a couple inches. So I'm looking forward to that, but it has all the creature comforts. You know, it's also made in a way that you can put a really nice phone holder on it. And okay, I get the people that say, dude, put the phone away, come on. There's sometimes I like the phone, mostly for music. But if you watch my last video, you'll know that I almost wasn't able to talk about this. Let me show you a clip of that. Boom. Oh man, I was mad. I don't know if you could tell in the last video, but I did that video on my Road King Classic just after I knew I dropped my phone. it was not good. It was not good. But hopefully I delivered on that, despite the hole I was feeling in my wallet that day. But you know, I do, again, the comfort of this thing, it's just without a doubt a smooth motorcycle. You also have more power, obviously, in this motorcycle than you do in the Road King Classic. It's a 6-gear, or it has 6 gears, not 5. But it's just a comfortable, great running, fantastic bike that so far I haven't had any issues with. I know there's some folks that have had some. Me so far, and I know I don't have a lot of miles on it. I don't. So feeling real good. It's super good to be out on the motorcycle. It's good to be on Big Mama. I know that Mrs. Bodine and I have some plans to get out tomorrow, so I'm thinking about some things for her and I to talk about. And I think the one thing I want to talk to her about is, you know, when I started riding again about 5 years ago, she was not good with it. She did not want me to ride a motorcycle. Now, she wants to go on, you know, a week-long riding trip. So she's really changed a lot about that. So I want to talk to her about that and talk about what changed her mind. And maybe that'll help somebody out there. But I think it's kind of an interesting story on how I convinced her it was safe. And then really I want to hear it from her point of view. And I'll give you mine as well. So we are out in Dexter, Michigan. Again, people cutting grass. We are finally relaxing some of the stay-at-home order, while still doing all the things that we need to do until this thing's all fully killed off. We're able to get out and ride now, and we were able to ride before, but that's a whole nother story that I am going to put behind me, because we are back on Big Mama. So folks, I guess, you know, and again, I think I started this video and both videos out talking about I feel fortunate to have 2 motorcycles. I did get my Road King as a trade, believe it or not, with for a quad that I had that I really didn't ride that much other than one time a year with some buddies. So it really didn't hurt me from a dollar perspective as bad as it would be just outright to buy 2 bikes. I know it's a used bike, so I'm going to have some challenges through it. But if you have 2 bikes or more than one, I know there's people that have 3 or 4, and every time you make a comment and tell me about you have so many motorcycles, I make sure to pull that comment up and show Mrs. Bodine. Because I would love at some point to get an adventure bike. But I've only had Duke for 3 or 4 months, really only about a month of riding. So I probably shouldn't get another motorcycle, I'm thinking. The boats are out today. But back to man, I got focus issues. Is that just because I'm old, or I got some problem I should take a pill and talk to somebody about? I don't know. Alright, don't judge me, don't judge me. Because that's actually not really not funny, because people do have those issues. So in Michigan, you can play golf, but you can't ride in a cart right now. Which again is a little crazy. But, so you're able to get out, and it is, I gotta tell you, beautiful. I hope you guys are getting out. And if you have multiple motorcycles, leave a comment in there and tell me what you have and what you ride and how you make that decision on what you ride. And so when you get out on the bike or you go in the garage, do you go, what am I going to ride today? I don't know. Because I'm that way right now. So today I decided to ride both. Now, you're seeing these videos on separate days, but I wanted it to be fresh in my mind. I think I'm going to go straight because I like this view better. Fresh in my mind to make these videos on which one that I think I like better. But so if you have multiple motorcycles, which one do you like better? if you have a single motorcycle, what's the best thing you like about yours? And out of my two motorcycles, the Road King Classic 2000 and Big Mama, if you had one ride left in your life, kind of like your last meal, what would it be? Would you ride Big Mama or would you ride the Road King Classic? Let me know, folks. I am interested in knowing that. Well, I guess before I end, I got to tell you what I think. So it would be politically or correct, so I don't hurt the motorcycle's feelings, because they have feelings. You may say they're objects and they don't. They need names and they have feelings. So I will tell you, it's like I have two children, and I love them equally. Now, one is more challenging in some areas than the other, but overall, they're great kids. I love them both. They're fantastic. Good people. Good citizens. Good adults. Working. Don't do drugs. All that stuff. All the good things. Now, isn't that beautiful? Oh, man. So, it's really hard to choose between the two of them. And in fairness, I've had, Big Mama longer, so that's probably not fair to Duke. But I gotta tell you, I'm not going to tell you which one I like the most, but I will tell you this. I think that we normally favor those that we had first. I'm just saying. All right, folks, that is it. Thanks for coming along. I'd love to hear your comments. And hey, by the way, if you have, if you're watching this and you have not joined our Sunday evening live feeds, join us. We every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, both myself, Harley Day Rider, HDR, and Bronco Ride do a 1-hour live feed. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. We always have a guest. We always answer a bunch of questions. There's 3 or 4 questions that we have, and we kind of alternate whose channel it is on. But we have a really good turnout of some really cool people. So check that out. You can look at any of our pages to see when the next one is, but or the next guest is, because you can count on them every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. I also have a Instagram account, Bodine52, that will always show when those are as well. So that's it for me. Thanks, folks, for coming along. And no matter what motorcycle you ride, no matter what brand it is, whether you have one or you have 100, get out there, ride, be safe, stay healthy, and I appreciate you. This is Bodine52, checking out from beautiful Southeast Michigan.